officers come over, and they're holding him when he's down on the ground. And all he wants to do is see his best friend. Guess who that is? Hancock.
General Hancock.
He's in charge of this whole freaking line. Hancock is already wounded. He's down. And the boys tell him, "Sir, General Hancock has been wounded. And he's been taken off the field." Armistead about loses it because they were the best friends there were. Families and everything.
They were stationed together out in California before the war.
They went all through West Point together. They fought together. They did everything together.
The Mexican-American War. They were out in California together.
So he's laying there wounded. He wants to see his friend Hancock,
who got wounded,
right down there, pretty far down there.
Yeah.
He's off the field. He's shot twice. And he's thinking, you know, this is it. I'm not going to see my best friend. Fact was, before all this started, a little story, before all this started, he told Longstreet he wanted to come over and see him before the war, before this started. Yeah. And Longstreet told him, he says, get yourself a flag.
Get your flag of truce.
Get your truce flag and go on over and see him. Because they allowed that. You could go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Armistead's got to thinking, as an officer, I can't do that. I can't go over and do that. It would be like traitor.
Yeah.
So they didn't see each other. But they both knew
the other was...
Hancock knew Armistead was over there, and Armistead knew Hancock was over here, and they were going to meet trying to kill each other.
And they did.
And they did.
And Armistead
but Hancock
said,
didn't die. But
if I should ever raise my
hand against you,
may God strike me dead.
Or dead, yeah.
And he did.
And he was worrying on that the night before, the night before this. He was very worried. He talked about Longstreet quite a bit.
Yeah. Now, by the time they got into this angle, this is called the angle, this area right here, there were like 800 men
right here.
Died.
Yeah, here.
In this
from all this fire going on.
And they were coming so fast at them that the Union couldn't reload. So they started using
hand-to-hand and bayonets.
In this area right in here, it was
rifle butts.
Rifle butts, whatever you could do. They were just beating each other to death.
Yep, hand-to-hand combat.
This is where it ended for the Confederacy at this battle right here.
Yeah, it was a slow decline, but this decimated them enough. They were never going to be able to recover.
It went on. The battle went on. I mean, the war went on for a couple more years, but this is the one that.
This was the pivotal moment.
That's the high water mark of the Confederacy right there. From this point on, it started going down.
That's the booklet over there to the high water mark.
Yeah,
because
around
this is
that.
as far north as
see the black fence around the tops of trees.
To the original trees, you know.
They say they are.
Yeah.
They say they are. I couldn't swear to it, but they say they are.
The reason why I say that, you know, my office in Gettysburg,
they don't want anyone going in there.
Has a tree. Came from one of these.
They're like descendants of
they had like a
seed or something.
Actually, there's a cannonball at the base of that
right.
thing that was here. Supposedly one of these cannonballs at the base of here.
Well, you just walked the Picketts charge, boy. Look over there.
Damn.
Wow.
That's where you came. Yeah. That line of trees.
Across that whole bloody, yeah, that is just way.
Fishing?
One on your back.
Oh.
I was staring at that and I said, man, that looks familiar.
The bucktail.
We have on our wall, we have fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, by the time this stops, it fizzles out because there's nobody left.
Yeah, what time of day is it, first of all?
Well, it's about close to
Well, they started across here at 3:15.
About 45 minutes
Yeah.
the whole time.
45 minutes.
Okay.
Damn.
And now you've
more
got
than half of them's gone, way more than half now, because half of them were gone by the time we hit that road.
now you've got wounded and dead all across this field,
All you can see.
and you've got them straggling back, the ones that are trying to get back to the line. Lee
Comes riding out. So we're at that point where we were.
he comes riding out.
Now the generals don't ride out on the field,
No.
but Lee did.
Yeah. Lee was all over Longstreet, saying, "You got to stay back. You get out
I don't
front.
want you out there.
I don't want you out front. It's too dangerous. I depend upon you." So Lee rides out, and he comes a good distance out.
Out there with those cannons where we taking pictures over there.
Yeah.
That's where Lee rode to.
So he's
To wait
well
for his
within
boys
range
to come back.
of these guys. And he
Well,
comes.
right over there.
And Picketts right there.
And Picketts right there by that barn. It's
Yep.
like
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're that close to each other.
Yeah.
And here's Armistead down here, and Picketts down just down there, and they don't even know each other until.
But they all know each other.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't know each other.
They don't know,
Yeah,
where
they
each
don't know
other
they're
are.
down.
So yeah, so Lee rides out, and I don't remember. Did he get off the horse?
Yes,
he stand?
No,
I thought
he got off the horse, and he was talking with the guys. I mean, like,
he says,
he was talking to the troops. Generals don't do that either.
He's talking to the troops that are coming in and says, "Boys, this is my fault.
It's all
You
my
did
fault.
everything you could.
It's
This-
all my
It's
fault."
all my
The
fault."
generals never did
Yeah.
that. Especially the commanding general of the army
Of the army.
would never admit defeat as being his fault.
Yeah. Well, not to
Not to the working, not to
enlisted
the
men.
guys.
When,
He might
with,
say it to his generals.
with
and stuff.
Longstreet and those guys maybe, but never to these. I mean, the infantry coming back across. It's all my fault, boys. It's all my fault. His aides were going nuts.
Because he was off that horse out there.
And
Well, they didn't know if the Union was going to.
Yeah, because they could have. Yeah, they could have. In fact, Longstreet thought they were going to.
yeah,
Because they were defeated. And that would have been the ideal time for them to pack up force and head over and wipe them out, what's left. But they didn't do it because these guys were hurting bad too.
yeah. These guys had 3 days of fighting.
Well, actually, the North lost more than the South did.
Yeah.
Not in this charge.
But there was more Northern people here
Proportionally.
than.
Yeah.
So it was about the same.
Much easier for them to be replaced.
Yes, yeah. It was easier for the Northern people to be replaced because of the draft and all that. The South didn't have that.
Yeah. So eventually his aides got Lee to pull back.
Yeah.
Pickett makes his way back across.
Yeah, listen to
with his
this.
aides. Rides up to Lee. Lee's looking across here thinking, we formed a division prepared for defense. The Union will be attacking shortly.
Yeah.
Pickett looks at his general.
Yeah. Pickett never forgave Lee for that. He thought it was something more bad. He hated him for that. I mean, he decimated his entire division by that call. Plus Lee knew.
That's the hard part to understand.
Yeah,
So they're straggling to get it back.
Over his options.
Be defensive.
Well,
Apparently he didn't feel that that was a good enough option.
He said the North was here and we're going to fight them.
This is where we're going to fight.
Now, I've never heard anything about Robert E. Lee having less than his full faculties. Napoleon, syphilis, all that stuff. I've never heard anything like that
Lee
about
went
Lee.
on after this.
He had some heart attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he really wasn't.
Lee did not drink. He did not smoke.
No.
He did not curse. After the war, he was a very big proponent of reunification.
Yep. To put all this back together.
Put it back together. He went on and became president of what at the time was Washington College.
Now it's Washington Lee University.
Washington Lee, yep.
University.
You ever been there?
No, but I got a good friend
He
that's son's there.
expanded the school. He changed the curriculum. He worked on. He had a tradition too. You go to Washington Lee, walk by students you've never been there before. They always say hello and say something. That's
That was-
called the speaking tradition. From
Yes,
Lee.
yeah, and they do. If you go there and walk across their campus, everybody that you walk by will say hello. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
So
It's
nice.
like
I mean,
wow.
Glad you came.
Glad you came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything we can
Traveler's
do?
buried outside the home.
His horse is buried outside. Beautiful.
Yep.
Virginia Military Institute's there, right next door to it's Washington Lee University, and everything is pristine.
So that night, thunderstorm. It starts pouring rain. They gather that's mobile.
You're not
Started
mobile.
trekking back.
They left you.
They started
Stayed out
trekking
there
back,
for days.
and the train of wounded that were walking miles.
11 miles.
Yeah.
This is either Gibbon or West. Because Gibbon was in charge of this section.
Yeah, when Hancock got shot, Gibbon was put in charge.
Gibbon was, division was in here, and I think that's where Gibbon went. But once Gibbon took over,
I got all here.
yeah.
Got the answer.
17 of them.
But that's where Gibbon was from. So Hancock lost. So Gibbon.
So what do you think of your walk?
Wow. I can't hardly
Very
say any
interesting,
more.
isn't it?
Very interesting. I mean, this is better than reading a plaque, that's for sure. You know, it just, and the immensity and then the reality of walking this and knowing in each moment where the things are falling.
The first time I came here and stood right here in this angle,
You're going to have to take us back over.
I literally
That's fine even.
Well, go ahead.